I have the first question, and that is, what is homelessness?
That's a great question. I mean, I think that at one level, homelessness is being unhoused, so not having a stable or place of one's own to live in. Uh, I think that homelessness is sometimes mistakenly viewed as a kind of a very distinct entity that should be just regarded as this kind of peculiar or unusual state, as opposed to really part of a continuum of housing instability and inadequate housing, which is a much larger phenomenon. And the analogy that I like to use is that when we think about nutrition and how important it is for people's health, I think we all recognize that it's nutrition is about not just how much you eat, but the quality of the food you have access to and how much it costs. And it's not just about are you starving to death or not because you don't get enough calories every day. And I think that thinking about homelessness as an issue, as a specific issue, is almost like saying, what we're really concerned about is people who are starving to death and neglecting the much larger issue of nutrition in the population. So I think that, at one level it's a very simple question, but on another level it's very complex. And of course, I'm sure that the course will cover the various definitions of homelessness and how, as the definition becomes less extreme, like literal homelessness, on the street homelessness, it encompasses a larger and larger group of people who are more and more difficult to identify or to do research on or to engage with, and who experience homelessness in very different ways than people I think generally imagine what the experience of homelessness is. So I think that it's a very complex question. I guess that the most important thing is, rather than being fixated on getting a true or one specific definition of homelessness, to just be clear about what we're talking about when we use that term.